Yes, people, welcome back to Rating Your Football Manager Saves. We are live with Football Manager 24, so we have brought back this series. I know you guys have been enjoying this one. But before we get into it, guys, make sure you are hitting the like, comment, and subscribing, man. We are pushing for 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. This does help the algorithm push me out to more people, so I do appreciate the support. Don't forget, people, as well, to make sure you check out all the social media platforms, TikTok, Twitter, and Twitch, where I'm live streaming Football Manager Monday to Friday at 6 p.m. GMT. Go over there and go follow right now, man. But let's get straight into the first save and let's stop wasting time, man. And if you guys would like to send over your save for me to rate, guys, make sure you join the Discord. The link is in the description. Then you want to scroll down and go to Rating Your Saves in the Football Manager section. And literally, you want to paste in your save. Obviously, upload it on Mediafire, Dropbox, or whatever. And then drop a paragraph explaining what your save's about, if you've added any sort of stipulations to make it harder and whatnot. And for the first save, we have Alfred Munich, and he is with Tenerife. Started a save with Tenerife when the beta came out. My goal was to get them back into the La Liga for the first time since 2010. And here we are with Alfred's Tenerife save, and let's get straight into the job history and have a look what's going on. So we can see already, first season, he got promoted straight away and got into the Liga straight away, so props to him. And he did manage Ghana for a year, but I don't know what happened with that job. Then he moved to France, we can see, but then he did finish 4th with Tenerife again, winning the Manager of the Month once. And then with France, he did actually win the Nations League. And we move straight into his squad, and we can see already he is using RDF's 4-3-3 positional plays. Shout out to RDF every single time, man. But in terms of his team is looking decent. I'll be real. Nelson Viper, one of my favorite wonder kids from FM24. I mean, he's looking all right. He did buy him for 6.5 million, so that's a good deal there. We have a look at some of his other players. We can see this guy, Dura Rakav, if that's how I say it, not too sure, Croatian international, and he did pick him up for 2.2 million. So we can see already he is bargain hunting. We have a look at another player, his DLP. His name is, he is a regent actually, is Karik, and he did pick him up for 7 million this season from Dynamo Zagreb. So yeah, you can see he is focusing on bringing in those young players. And then we got his goalkeeper as well, who is 18 years old, Caleb Kabiru, and he did buy him for 5.5 million from Raders FC in Norway, or is it in Denmark? But yeah, it looks like a decent young goalkeeper. At 18 years old, he is Nigerian as well. Shout out to him, bro, and shout out to the Nigerians watching this right now. But he looks very, very good, actually. That's a decent. At 18, this guy looks very good, bro. In terms of the other young players, let's have a look and see how many young players he's got in there. Loads of 15, 16-year-olds, obviously, from the youth intake. He's got a few players out on loan. Let's have a look and see what we got here. An 18-year-old on loan right now. This is from his youth intake. It looks very decent, if I'm being honest. At 18, I mean, he probably could be in this team, but probably not got the space to play him, so loaned him out. Have a look at another young player, John Madrid, 18 years old, and he bought him from Junior FC in Colombia for 1.2 million, so not too bad there. He looks like a decent young player, but we can see loads of 18-year-olds, 19s, 20-year-olds. Literally, you can see exactly what he is trying to do. And we move over into my favorite part of these videos. We're going to have a look at his club transfers and see what he's been doing. So first season, he spent 16.75 million, and then he sold players worth 10.25 million. Season after, he then spent 39.5 million, sold players for 24.5. The next season after that, it gets better. He spent 49 million and then sold players for 62 million. So he did actually bring in a profit that season. Next season after that, same thing again. He spent 78 million, but sold players for 88 million, so bringing in a 10 mil profit that year. And then the next season, this current season, he spent 49 and then sold players for 40.5. And then a player who just stood out to me that he did loan out is a Estevu. This is a little wonder kid from Brazil. He plays for Palmeiras, the same team that Endrick came from. He looks like an absolute problem in real life. He did pick him up for 8.5 million. And in terms of Alfred's transfer net spend, he has a negative net spend of 14 million. I mean, it's not the worst. Honestly, 5 seasons in on minus 14, pretty decent if I'm being honest. I don't think that's too bad. And then we shoot over into his staff quickly and have a look at the staff. He has still got a few spots he can fill out. In terms of his recruitment team and the scouting team, he's got the best in the league, but the physios and the medical team could be better, as well as the coaching as well, especially the coaching. The goalkeeping coach is patterned. And here we are with Alfred's final save ratings. First up for save creativity, I'm going to have to give Alfred a 3. Going to the second division and bringing the team up's not very easy, so well done to you. Next up for managerial success, I'm going to give Alfred a 3. You did win the La Liga 2 and also won the Nations League with France. Next, for your squad rating, Alfred, I'll give you a 3 as well. Obviously, we can see that you are focusing on bringing in those young players, but the first team's probably not up to scratch. And finally, for club management, I'll give you a 3. You do have a negative net spend of 14 million. It's not too bad, but it could be better. Also, you do need to sort out some of your staff members, man. And for the net save, we have RJ79 with Barcelona. My Barcelona stream save, my own tactic, using La Masia youngsters, using youth intake players, and signing young players to play in the first team. I have wonder kids stacked all the way from my first team, B team, under 19s, and in affiliate clubs. Trust the youth. And here we are with RJ's Barcelona save. People, make sure you are checking out RJ over on Twitch, W content creator, and on the TikTok as well. I'm always in the streams as well, so make sure you go follow him, go show him some love right now. But anyways, let's get straight into it. Straight to the job history, and we can see he has been smashing it.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
So first season, we can see that he finished second and won the Super Cup in Spain. Next season, he won the league and won the Copa del Rey. Third season, he won the Champions League and also won the La Liga, so great double there. Fourth season, you can see he won the Super Cup, he won the Super Copa, won the Copa del Rey, and won the La Liga, so absolutely hammering it there. And then this last season, we can see that he won the Super Copa and won the La Liga as well, so he's actually been violating the La Liga. He's won 4 La Ligas in a row, so shout out to RJ, man, he's absolutely cooking. And we have a look at his team. Obviously, he has signed a lot of young players. We got Mike Lewis. This is a 19-year-old centre-back that he did pick up from Valencia for 2.1 million very early on, and he looks very decent. Look at the flipping value already, bro. 30 to 40 million, bro. We can see another player like Rooney Bargy. You lot know this is my favourite one, the kid. Rooney Bargy picks him up for 9.25 million, and yeah, man, he's been flying. Man City scored 21 goals and got 13 assists.
Wait a minute.
We have a look at his number 10, Darvic, and we can see right now, look at the value, 101 million. Go to the history and we can see he picked him up for 2.1. We have a look at his striker, Emil Herrera, and we go have a look. He bought him for 3.8 million from Genoa, bruv. This guy's been going crazy with the transfers, you lot, bro. Look at his ball-winning midfielder. He is 80 million now, and did pick him up for 2.1. This guy's been signing bare players for 2.1 million. Then the midfielder as well, another one, he picked him up for 5.25 million, man. Shout out to RJ, he is building this team. And we go have a look at his development center quickly, and we can see, obviously, look at the potential wonder kids here already. Bare 5 stars, 4.5 stars, and whatnot. It looks good over there. We go have a look on loan. Let's see what he's got out on loan real quick. Derek. He did pick him up for 750k, and the value's gone to about 30 million already. 19 years old. He is out on loan. Then Claremont is his affiliate. He has sent a load of wonder kids over to Claremont, and we can see right now one player here, 19 years old, picked him up for 2.5 million. Value's gone about to 12 already. Next player right here picked him up for 5.5. Value's gone to about 20 million already. Another player here, 19 years old, values about 30 to 40 million, picked him up for 1.6. The next player here, Hernandez, picked him up for youth intake, and his value's about 25 to 30 million. I mean, we could go through all of this, but you don't get the flipping drift, bro. He's got bare wonder kids. Like he said, he is farming the young players, man. And we move over into his transfer history. He is 5 seasons in, so let's go back to the first season, and we can see first season he spent 50 million and sold players worth 48 million. And then the next season, he bought players worth 96 million and sold players for 72 million. Season after that, spent 42.5, sold players for 98 million. Moving into the next season, he spent 161 million. However, he sold players for 262 million, bringing in 100 million profit that season. Season after, spent 109, sold players for 119. Next season after that, only spent 5.25 million this season and sold players for 93 million. RJ is cooking right now, bro, I'll be honest. And RJ has a transfer net positive of 243 million, bro.
We're not gonna go crazy spending our winnings, and we're not gonna let this money change us.
Shout out to RJ, man. Man said 243 million and he's just dominating the La Liga. And moving over into RJ stuff, and as you expect for a team like Barcelona, yeah, just dominating, obviously. And finally, we have RJ's save ratings for his Barcelona save. First up, for save creativity, I'm going to give you a 2. I would have given you a 1, but you made it a youth-only save, so big up to you on that one there. Next up, for managerial success, I'm going to give you a 4. Obviously, you've won the Champions League, you're dominating the Liga, but it is Barcelona, so we kind of have to contextualize it a bit. Next up, for your squad rating, I got to give you a 5. You got all the young players. The team's insane, bro. If I could give you a 10, I probably would. I'm not going to lie, man. And finally, for club management, I'm going to give you a 5. If I could give you a 10 here, I probably would, because 243 million profit. And for the net save, we have Mopave with Como. Wanted to do something different for the beta and decided with Como. The save was a lot more difficult than expected due to the low budgets, even after qualifying for Europe. And here we are with Mopave's Como save. We go straight into the job history. And for the first season, we can see he did get promoted, winning the Manager of the Year and winning the league as well. Second season, he did finish 10th after being promoted, which is good. Third season, he finished in 6th place. And then 5th season, we can see that he did get the Manager of the Year as well as winning the Europa Conference League. Well done, bro. 4 seasons, I'm not going to lie, picking up 2 trophies for a team who's just been newly promoted. Good, very good stuff, mate. And we move over into his team, and this is what he's looking like. He is rocking a 4-3-3 at the moment. He has got another 2 formations, a 5-3-2, and that is a mad 5-3-2. I said a flat back 5, 3 midfielders and 2 up front. I'd love to see how this looks in game. And then the second formation is as a 4-3-3 as well, so yeah. But anyways, you go straight back to what it is, and let's have a look at the team. In terms of the age profiles, we're seeing 19 years olds, 20 years old, 21s, and then loads of 22s and 23-year-olds. So the team's quite young, not as young as we've seen already, but forget about that. Let's have a look at the actual players now. We see Henrik Arejo, a 1 from Football Manager 23, who was very good up front, and he did pick him up for 2.3 million, so good deal there. We have a look at some of his other players. Got a winger here, 22 years old, picked him up for 6.5 million. Is Moreira. I thought it was Diogo Moreira, but it's not. And he did pick him up for 8 million as well, and he looks okay. In terms of the other guy, Kamara as well, picked him up for 5.5 million. Like he said, anyway, he has not really had a lot of money to spend, so he has obviously had to pocket pinch when buying players. But this player here, 21 years old, man like Biskov, and he did pick him up for 4.2 million from Germany. We have a look at his anchor, 25 years old, and he did pick him up for 2.3 million. I mean, he looks like a very good player for 2.3. Honestly, it does look like he has signed quite well in terms of how much he spent on some of these players. We're seeing very, very cheap deals as well, and he's obviously overachieving by using his team so far. Moving straight over into his transfer history, and we're going to go all the way back to the first season, so 4 years ago. And we can see first season, he only got to spend 2.8 million, obviously, in the Serie B, and sold players worth 1.6 million. Next season, after getting promoted, he was only able to spend 11 million and then sold players worth 9.25. The following season after that, he spent 5.5 and sold players for 9.25. And then this season, he spent 49.5 and sold players worth 53. So we can see already what he was saying. There's not a lot of budget. He's actually had to build up this team, buying young players, selling players, making profits and so forth, and just gonna have to keep generating until he's able to start spending major cash. And very surprisingly, Mopav has a transfer net positive of 6 million. Fair dues, bro. I was not really expecting that, but you've actually done well. And we move over into his staff. Yeah, the staff does need to be upgraded, bro. You've literally got spots for free performance analysis there, just sitting there. And finally, we are here with Mopav's save ratings. Up for save creativity, I'm gonna give you a 3. You have brought a team up from the 2nd division to the 1st, so well done, bro. Next up for managerial success, I'm gonna give you a 3. I was fighting between 3 and 4, I can't lie, because winning a conference league with a team who just got promoted about 2 years ago is insane, bro. For the squad rating, I'm gonna give you a 3. Obviously, I do understand that you don't have the budget to spend. However, the first team's probably not up to scratch. And finally, for club management, I'm gonna give you a 4. The fact that you have a positive net spend, I don't know how you've done it, bro, because I would have done so many installments to get some players in, I'll be honest, bro. And here we are with the final scores for rating your saves this episode. First up, we have Alfred, and he has 12 out of 20. Next, we have Mopab, and he got 13 out of 20. And then finally, we have RJ79, and he got 16 out of 20. Don't forget, people, if you want to send over your save, make sure you're joining over the Discord and send me your saves. We will be doing this throughout FM24, so I'd love to see what you guys can bring to the table.